Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of Horror Burgers.
Also known as episode 2 of Scurry Burgers with Cheese.
No. Today we're welcoming back little brother Marky. And we're what? Okay. And we're talking about Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the movie.
So I got a 3x3, this is very important, plain meat, cheese, and bun. You have to do the hand signal, otherwise they will mess up the order.
What happens if you just order it plain?
You might get ketchup, maybe...
That's not plain.
Maybe, exactly. Or they said, do you want spread with that? No, I said meat, cheese, bun for a reason. So specify meat, cheese, bun.
Yeah, that's a terrible order. I got a cheeseburger with grilled onions. Not animal style, mind you, just grilled onions. Oh, yeah.
That's half of your 10 minutes.
Hello there. Good evening, and welcome to Horror Burgers. Alright, cheers. You already started with your savage beast.
If
So
our
you
host would
were-
like to start us off, yes.
Fuck off. So you were aware that it was a series because I know that I've at least shared some of those stories with you. Maybe you just didn't realize that the title was that.
No, I think that I subconsciously buried them in the bowels of my nightmares because you told me a lot of stories growing up. Some still haunt me today. I never look at a shopping mall the same, especially the back corridors.
I take that as such a compliment, so thank you for saying that. It's very sweet of you.
Thank you for ruining my childhood, or I guess making it more interesting. I don't know.
What kind of a big sister would I be if you didn't carry deep emotional scars into adulthood?
This is true.
Right?
This is true.
Character builders, that's what that is. Okay, so I actually kind of like the fact that you didn't remember that it was a series, because I am super nostalgic about this. So I think maybe it balances it out a little bit, the fact that you have no nostalgia, a little bit of nostalgia attached to it, or none whatsoever?
None whatsoever.
Okay.
But there was like maybe 1 or 2 titles within the movie where I was like, that vaguely sounds familiar, or I know that that is a thing, but nothing really that like resonated.
Okay. So overall, did you like it?
I did. Are we doing the burgers rating?
No, yeah, not to the end.
Okay. I did like it, yes.
Okay. Loved it? Liked it?
Liked it, yeah.
Okay.
It was a cute, scary movie. I would say that.
I really loved right off the bat, at the beginning of the film. It starts on Halloween, that's not a spoiler. But it was so quintessential, like, Halloween feel. Like, I instantly felt like it was October, it was Halloween. I didn't feel like I was watching this in August.
Right. I got like Hocus Pocus vibes from it. Very small town vibe, Halloween where everyone's in on it. It's definitely a throwback feel to it. I like that.
Which I think is super intentional because the fans of this series are all around, like mostly around my age, going to see this. And like the whole start of the film, the look of it, the feel of everything, the music. I mean, it takes place in the 60s, but it was very much all of the best elements of the stuff that we grew up with as like childhood Halloween nostalgia. Like all of our favorite like Halloween movies as kids. I feel like that was all kind of rolled into that like opening 5 minutes of this film and set the tone really cool.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So you don't remember any of the stories, so I can't really ask you like which ones were your like if there were any missing that you wish were in there. You have no idea. Okay.
Nothing to go off of, yeah.
Okay. Which was your favorite then that was incorporated?
I think Big Toe is something that personally I hate feet.
I was so excited for that one to come up because he's like a freak with his aversion to feet. It's terrible.
So I think just having a name like the Big Toe in the story, I was like, dear God, what am I about to witness right now? And of course, what it ends up being was obviously traumatizing as well. And I think the Do-Mi something?
Yes.
That was pretty creepy. I was like, oh, okay.
The Jangle Man? Is that what they call him? Like, it's like a nickname?
Yeah. I think as a kid that would be something that would probably haunt me in my nightmares, is something kind of weird-ish like that.
Anything that contorts and runs on all fours, I'm fucking out. Like, so out.
That's the only way I could ever scare you growing up. Is on all fours running at you, either from a dark closet. So I can attest to that, yeah.
I'm giving away all my secrets now. People are gonna know how to scare the shit out of me.
You get really low to the ground and you hiss and come at her quickly. Number one way to make her scream.
And then you get trampled though, because I do that like river dance thing.
She does that and she kicks. I've been kicked in the face a couple times. Yeah.
Or you can learn.
And I did learn, yeah.
Big Toe, by the way, is the very first story in the very first book, in the very first installment of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
That was a scary one for me.
The spider bite, or the red spot, that has always been one of my all-time ultimate favorite stories. Like that's just one of the ones that stuck with me from the moment that I read it all the way through adulthood. Even like to this day, if I get a zit and it's like in a very specific spot on my cheek, that's all I can think of is spiders bursting forth. So I was really glad that they used that one.
I could see how that would scare most people, just because that is such a common occurrence that everybody gets.
Spiders bursting out of your face?
Oh yeah. No. Just, I mean, some pimples
Typical
on our
Tuesday
face,
night.
it can be super big sometimes, and you're just like, are you gonna let it go? Are you gonna like treat it with whatever, like what's that oil? Tea tree oil? Or are you gonna do what I do and just pop it? And,
oh god.
But then you look at like these weird Dr. Pimple Popper videos or even botfly videos. You see things come out of it, and every time you're like, like what if something came out of this?
Do you really watch those?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I cannot. I like refuse. I can't even look at part of one.
I don't go out of my way, but if I'm scrolling through Facebook or something and it's on there, it's so gruesome you can't look away. And you're just like morbidly like curiosity. Just
I won't do it.
It disgusts me every time. That you sit there for 30 minutes in this rabbit hole of pimple popping, and you're just like, oh.
You're kind of making me feel like a little woozy talking about it.
Oh yeah, the red spot.
I feel like they did a really good job of making the characters, like making the monsters look very similar to the fucked up illustrations in the book.
Oh, so there's pictures in the book.
You don't remember the...
I don't remember the book.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and she casually just has it.
First one's in the bedroom, but... Tell me, you don't remember this artwork? This doesn't look familiar to you.
No. I mean, it's creepy, wow.
I definitely owned all
these. Is this for kids?
Yes, this is for children.
That's pretty dark. Because I grew up with, Nightmare Hour and all these other, like, R.L. Stine books, but not this.
That's for chumps. Just kidding, I actually really like
for chumps.
R.L. Stine.
First of all, Ryan Gosling was in Goosebumps.
But this is like next level. This is like the highest level of...
Which one is it?
Horror. No, just like the artwork in this, that's like shit
very
that
detailed.
Stays with you forever. Look at that shit.
That's creepy.
That stays
I think
with
I know her. I think I dated her.
You're an idiot. Yeah, but it's such iconic artwork, and I feel like they did a good job of kind of replicating the style for the most part.
Well, I feel like that's specifically why Guillermo del Toro took this opportunity, because I'm sure he probably grew up with these, or at least admired them from an artist's perspective, and wanted to put his spin on it. I mean, every creature in the movie kind of has his little spin on it. You could tell.
Wait, he didn't direct it though.
But he probably had a heavy hand in the design of these.
I'll give you that.
And what was the one in the Red Room? I forget what the story was called. But that one looked exactly like all of his movies.
That one, to me, that character with the
long hair, almost the Asian-looking eyes.
I feel like there's a character, and they like exactly just pulled that and made it real life, which was like so terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just creepy because it doesn't look all that scary, but the fact that it's slowly getting closer.
So, okay, people always make the argument to me that like zombies are not scary because they're slow. But to me, it's not. It's the impending doom is where the terror of that comes from. So that character, it's slow moving. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't make a sound. But the fact that he can't escape it no matter which way he goes.
Right. Yeah.
And it's looming towards you, and you just know the end result is, in the end, it gets you. You just don't necessarily know when it gets you. You just know it's most likely going to get me. Which is like such like a, you have that whole time to just like freak out over it.
I got major like It Follows vibes from it.
Oh yeah,
that it's just always kind of there. It's ever inching closer, and every time you think that you escaped it, you turn around and it's a different direction now, or it's 10 feet closer than it was 5 seconds ago, or it's kind of surrounding you. And you're frantically moving so much that you're kind of cornering yourself by taking all these sharp turns and everything else.
That's good. I didn't think about that, but it was very much that scene, like that particular monster. It was very much that kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
The ways in which the thing is ultimately resolved, it kind of
gets corny
a little bit.
Yeah.
A tad bit.
Very much The Haunting. You don't give up on family, and it's like
that was the worst. That was literally the worst wrap up though. It was not anywhere near as bad as the wrap up on.
She made up for it though by doing The Conjuring, so good for her. But no, I completely agree. I think that's the problem with PG-13 movies is they just randomly take a turn to corny in the last 20 minutes or so.
Well, it's like they're kind of like, okay, it's going. Oh shit, we need to wrap this up, and then.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't need to be neatly packaged in like a, I don't know. Maybe it is because of the PG-13 rating, but I feel like a lot of ghost stories tend to kind of at the end. Like, well, okay, here it is.
I think they try and do too much at the end. They try and show too much CGI capabilities, or maybe just the writing is bad for all these endings. But it's been a long time since I'm like, wow, that was a good ghost story.
It's the writing.
But overall, I thought it was pretty good.
No, yeah, I'm like, having said that, I still thought it was a lot of fun. Jordan described it as, he didn't know I hadn't seen it yet, so he didn't give me any spoilers, but he did say he felt it was like a good, like, gateway horror film for like younger kids. Yeah. It's kind of like almost like a Goosebumps-ish thing, but a lot darker in certain points. Like the whole thing isn't dark, so it's kind of like a fun, Halloween-y, creepy, spooky kind of vibe, and then there's parts where you're like, no, that's straight up like horror stuff. So you think they're gonna go make sequels?
I think they kind of have to. I don't know that it's gonna necessarily be as marketable, but I think that with this one ending the way it does, and maybe the status it's gonna carry for the next few months or so, I could see them getting bought on for maybe at least one sequel.
It's set up in a way that a sequel is possible. I don't know that it necessarily needs a sequel. I think it just depends. They're probably going to wait to see how it does.
I think that's just the way studios are going now. Everything's wants set up for a sequel. Let's run it into the ground.
What do you rate Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the movie?
On a 1 to 10 horror burgers?
5. 1 to 5.
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
I don't like the number 3, but I would give it a 3.
What do you mean you don't like the number 3?
I do like the number 3.
That's literally my favorite number.
I know it is, yeah.
It like has followed me around my whole life, not even
3
just my favorite
and
number.
6 I don't like.
What?
33 I put up with, because, but...
Oh my... I don't even know you.
But I would honestly, I'd give it a 3 horror burgers. It wasn't bad. Like you said, it kind of took a weird, like, corny Hollywood turn. But overall, I think it was funny enough, creepy enough, and kind of a Stand By Me kind of vibe to it to resonate with the kids, to kind of cult classic it.
Okay. You think it's going to be a cult classic?
But kids today, I don't really know. But
kids today.
Right?
Who are you?
Tinseltown.
Get off my lawn.
No, but I think that it could be in 10 to 15 years. You know, this could be like you said, Monster Squad having an anniversary.
Okay, or like their Hocus Pocus or something.
Right, that's
okay.
more like it could be their Hocus Pocus.
Gotcha.
You know, I don't think anybody saw Hocus Pocus when it came out. I was like, this is gonna be a huge hit for Disney.
I did.
Alright then.
I'm gonna give it 3.5. I feel like 3 sounds low.
It does sound low.
But
it wasn't a 4.
It's not a 5, and I feel like there's other things I've given a 4 to, and I don't feel necessarily that it was at that level for me.
Yeah.
I did love it. I think it was super fun. It's something I'll probably rewatch every October. But it just wasn't, I don't know. That's why I was curious. Like, I'm so nostalgic about it, and I know the stories so well that I have like such an idea of what they would be.
I could see that.
I wasn't disappointed in it by any means. I just wasn't super blown away. I did love it. I did think it's a lot of fun. But 3.5 I'm going with.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to make me want to watch it again anytime soon, necessarily. But I could see that, like a Halloween marathon, and you're like, let's throw this in. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I could see that.
Okay. And I bet you'll be watching it next October.
Yeah, probably. The sequel.
Ba-ba-bam. All right, what do you rate your burger, your meat, cheese, and bun?
They never fail. They they cannot make a bad burger. And I'd give it, am I rating that 1 to 5 as well?
Yes.
5 horror burgers.
Okay.
I have to, yeah. It's consistent.
I'm going to go with 5 also, but I mean, it's fucking, yeah.
I'm drinking water. I should have got my 7 up.
Should have got a lemon up, buddy.
Ooh. Pink lemon up.
Pink lemon up. Lemon up, lemon up, lemon up. Oh, that drink is so citrusy. Lemon
up. Meat, cheese, and bun. Meat, cheese, and bun.
Alright, I guess that's it then.
Just don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below. If you like horror burgers or you want to eat a burger as well on the horror burger set, smash that subscribe button again. Give it a follow down below.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Tell your friends. Scurry burgers with cheese.
You could tell your friends. I could tell my friends. How's it go? I'll tell my friends.
Get your friends and get my friends. We can get together every weekend. Scurry burgers with cheese, part 3, coming out for It Chapter 2.
No.
I hope that's me being selected for that episode. If not, you're welcome. I had some other engagement to go see that.
Alright. That guy needs to go to bed. Okay, so that's all we got. Thanks guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out HorrorgirlProblems.com. Follow on Instagram, HorrorBurgers. See you next time. Bye.